Mario Andretti, it's a real honor to have you here with us at the Monaco World Sport Legends Award. As a true icon of Formula One and car races, you totally deserve this Oscar of sport. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm very flattered to have been invited here and to be among personalities from different sports around the world and especially here in Monaco. I love Monaco. Obviously, I don't
really
know how anyone does.
Because I'm from Monaco.
Yes, indeed. And every time I come back here, there's always something new, something different that I look forward to seeing and enjoying. But this municipality is just something very special in the world, and it's so appropriate to have this event here, obviously.
Thank you. And you had a legendary career. You won in Indianapolis, Daytona, the Formula One World Championship. How did you begin?
Well, the beginning was, I don't know why actually, I fell in love with the sport when I was just a young child almost. I have a twin brother, Aldo, and together, this is something that the sport just captured our imagination. We were very young, and I don't know why, because while we were still in Italy, which is in Istria, which is now...
You were still in Italy?
Yeah, yes, indeed. And of course, back in the 50s, Formula One motor racing was very prominent in Italy, especially because Ferrari, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, and the first world champion was Italian, Nino Farina, and then Alberto Ascari, which was my idol, and so that all captured, as I said, our imagination, and quite honestly, even though it seemed like the impossible dream at the time, but I don't remember ever having like a plan B. In other words, the objective and the goals were always, someday I'm going to be a racing driver. I have no idea how, and maybe when or what, but I did not accept anything else. And then when we moved to America, that was at age 15, 1955.
And you could realize your dream in America.
Yes, and that's where the opportunities really came up, quite honestly. And again, we pursued that immediately. 4 years after arriving in America, at age 19, started racing locally, we started winning, and then my career started in 1959. My very last race professionally was in 2000, so I was 60 years old, from 19 to 60.
Very long career.
Yes, very fortunate indeed,
that your passion never ends.
The passion remains. It's amazing. I don't know anyone that actually loved driving a race car more than I did throughout, and I still do today. And of course we have family. My son, my grandson. Third generation. Even on my brother's side.
Yeah.
And actually,
you are a dynasty, we can say, in the car race.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we love, that's what we know, and our passion continues, Again, my son Michael, as a team owner, he owns teams in America, Australia, and Europe,
Wow.
In Europe, and the Super V8s in Australia, and then he has several teams in America, so...
he has a great activity.
Yes, indeed, and he's now potentially pursuing to buy an existing Formula One team, potentially by 2021.
Wow.
So he's very ambitious.
That's great.
Yeah, indeed. I like that.
Really. And I saw a documentary about you and your life, and I saw your house full of so many cups and memories of this amazing career. Which is, in your opinion, the best achievement you did?
Well, I would say my dream started about Formula One. And even though, my career was later, when I was already established in America, already champion you know, there. My pursuit of Formula One was really my ultimate dream, and to win that world championship personally had the most value. And also, I saw my very first race in Monza, the Italian Grand Prix, 1954, and I clinched the world championship in Monza.
It was something symbolic, we can say.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you talk about coming full circle. You know, so, you know, these are aspects that you know, when you look back at your life, you figure you could have never dreamt there's things happening. You know, and many other events, even as a family. You know, having success together as a family, like with my son Michael.
Yeah, to share the same passion.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, but they pursued a career, you know, because basically my brother and I started all this, but they saw the value of pursuing this themselves and developed their own passion for it, you know. But my burning desire that I had when it was almost an impossible dream is something that never vanished. It always, I mean, that's why I feel out of something that potentially was a negative, it became a very big positive for me in life. You know, because again, it's like anything else. When something you want so badly, but you figure it's impossible, then you know you want it. And then when you achieve you fight for it. But when you achieve it, then finally you figure you never want to let go.
Yeah.
You know, because you feel you're so fortunate, you know. And that's what I have experienced in my life.
Would like to fix that moment forever.
Forever, indeed, yeah.
Yes, and we are here, you know, with people and champions coming from all over the world. Mm-hmm. It's a meeting of so many champions and countries. We have Qatar, we have America, we have all Europe, South America. What do you think about this?
Well, that's the beauty of it, you know, to marry all the different sports, because as detached as they seem, the objectives are the same. You know, I could speak to a soccer player, I could speak to a tennis champion, I could speak, and they're all, and we, by the time the conversation continues, we all saying the same things.
There is a common vision.
There's a common vision, yeah, indeed. That's the beauty about sport. Because it doesn't matter what cultures, you know, you're coming from. You marry, you have the same understanding, and that's the beauty about that. I mean, it's you know, politics never enters, and that's you know, and it's probably what really the only peaceful part of the world, you know, is among sports.
Yeah, and as well to feel the same values.
Yes.
And to be inspired by the same thing. And I think that thanks to sport we can save the world somehow.
Absolutely, I honestly believe that, and that's the great value of the Olympics as well. You know, like I said, and I think it does that. It's just, it seems like, you know, we have a better understanding of what the important things in life are, you know, and because no matter what background you're from, and that's the beauty about this event, of course, and I'm just so happy to have the opportunity to be part of it, and then enjoy what it really brings.
As an icon, how do you feel to be an inspiration for the young people and the new generations? Which is the message that you would like to tell them? Well,
you know, obviously, you know, all of this comes with, you know, with the territory, if you will. And you do your work, and at a given point you start thinking, maybe I do have a responsibility because I was inspired by someone else. So maybe now it's the other way around. So again, it's flattering to many degrees, but it's also a responsibility. And that's really the beauty of it too, because I think in so many ways, you know, you could set an example for someone to just really pursue something that could become, you know, a total reality, could be part of a life dream, you know. And so, again, it's a great position to be in, you know, it's something that you don't work toward, but it happens, and if it happens, it's there.
Your experience.
Well, yes, indeed, that's what you do, really, yeah.
Yeah, and how do you feel in receiving this World Sport Legends Award?
Well, it's quite an honor, obviously, especially when, as I said, when you're seeing the mix of you know, athletes and individuals that are receiving the same award with you. Many I know personally, you know, and I have a certain appreciation for that. And but again, I think many of the awards that we receive are part of just the motor sports world.
Yes.
But then I like the idea of just going outside and being among other sports and representing my sport among others. You know, I think that's the special value of this event.
Yeah, I'm sure this is a winning idea. And last year we awarded a friend of yours, Freddie Spencer.
Yes, I know. I mean, I have many friends. I mean,
Yeah.
Jackie has been my teammate, Mika Hakkinen, I know, and I know I'm going to see Loris Capirossi, you know, I know the motorcycle, and these are all individuals that obviously I know very well. And so again, we're among friends for sure, but then we're going to meet some new friends, indeed. Yeah. That's the beauty of it.
Because we are a big family, and thanks to Mario Andretti to be now part of it.
And you're very welcome. Good pleasure.